Welcome to FarmTech's Calf Gate Systems webinar. Thank you for joining us. I would like to introduce Kathy Benoit, one of our Senior National Account Managers here at FarmTech. Kathy is our resident dairy expert, and she owns and operates her own dairy farm. If any of your questions are not answered today, I urge you to contact her directly. Whether you're looking for a quote on calf gates for your operation or you're looking for a complete housing solution, Kathy can help you out. Today, Kathy will talk about our calf gate systems, including the benefits for your calves, design features and options, and a few custom applications. I'll now hand the mic over to Kathy and we'll get started. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for attending our Calf Gate Systems webinar. My name is Kathy Benoit. I am the resident dairy specialist here at FarmTech. The one thing we want to get started with, we'll talk about the systems and go from there. The root of good producing dairy cattle always starts with the calf. You pick the proper bull to breed your cow to, make sure that cow's pre-fresh period was set up to have a successful calving, and make sure your cows transition into the herd with a minimal health problem. While paying attention to mom, making sure that she gets into her lactation smoothly, don't forget about the next generation of your farm. This is where FarmTech's going to step in. Without paying attention to the newest, most vulnerable members of your herd, you could be losing valuable milk production before you even begin. FarmTech calf gate systems are some of the most efficient and healthiest systems to house milk-fed calves in. First off, I'm going to introduce myself. Again, my name is Kathy Benoit. I have been here with FarmTech over 6.5 years now. I own and operate my own small dairy operation, and I have quite the background with it. I started off in 4-H and SSA as a kid. Also, I went to the University of Connecticut and have a degree in animal science. Welcome to our webinar. Today I'm going to review the options available in our calf pen systems. I'll go over our gate sizes, mounting options, divider options, and the other accessories that are available. FarmTech is capable of providing everything from the pen to the structure, making us your one-stop shop for an outstanding calf facility. First off, I want to also talk a little bit about our company here, give you some background information. We are a U.S.-owned company that has been in business since 1979. We pride ourselves on being the leading manufacturer of agricultural buildings, products, greenhouses, and high tunnels. Our company started off with a strong foundation deeply rooted in the poultry and livestock industries. To get started, we're going to talk about the calf pen features. Our calf pens are built to your specifications. Our dairy specialists here are able to help you size your pens to your specific barn, whether it's an existing structure or a brand new building. Being able to create pens to your size means less struggling for you to make a generic system fit your needs. Our versatile pen systems can be mounted onto wood, steel, concrete, or a variety of other surfaces. The FarmTech calf gate systems are made from galvanized square steel tubing. The individual gates are manufactured with 1-inch square tubing, whereas the main frame is made from 1.75-inch square steel tubing. This design makes sure that your gates will last for years, even with regular use and abuse from everyday farming. The mounting hardware, such as all of our plate hinges, latches, and wall channels, are all hot dip galvanized. For our calf gate sizes, we have a variety of sizes available, but we generally use 2 different pen widths, a 3-foot wide or a 4-foot wide model, but we do have custom sizes available upon request. Our 3-foot wide models offer a single head opening with an included manual headlock, making calf management a breeze. This will be great for when you're trying to tattoo calves or dehorn calves, making each individual pen its own little operation station. Included with every calf gate is also the double bucket holder, which is large enough to accommodate either the 8-quart or the 10-quart pail. Our 4-foot wide pen systems feature either a single head opening or a double head opening option. The double head opening will also feature 1 headlock station, and the other side is an open head station. This is so that your calf can move from one side to the other, eating grain from one head hole and drinking their water from another, reducing your feed wastes when they decide to try to throw their feed into their water. The option on this one also, again, includes the headlock in it so you can work on them from one side. Once we've figured out which kind of calf gate you're looking at as far as your pen-wise, we need to figure out how to mount the unit itself. A very special feature to the FarmTech calf pen systems is how we actually mount them. We offer calf pen systems in either 2, 3, or 4 pens per gate option. What this means is that you do not need to set a post for every calf pen. Instead, you can set posts farther apart and have multiple pens per gate. This feature means pen cleanout is going to be a lot easier, as you can have the calves in their individual pens, pull the divider panels out, and scrape the whole pen out with a skid steer or a bobcat to get everything cleaned out instead of having to shovel out each individual pen. Once we move everything together, you can shut that gate back up, put your dividers in, and you have fresh pens ready to go. A few more pieces of information on our calf gate mounting systems. When you're mounting the mainframe gate and the latches, you can actually be pretty versatile with anything we can do. It's as easy as figuring out the type of post you'd like to use. We're able to set up mounting again for either steel, concrete, or the most popular is a wood mount. For mounting gates onto wood posts, we utilize a 36-inch plate hinge, which is pictured here in the top of this slide. This hinge makes hanging gates a lot simpler, as it removes the difficulty of trying to line up 2 different male hinge pins and being able to just drop the gate right on that one piece of steel. Also available are the 36-inch plate hinges with the latch tabs. That actually is a true picture on the slide there. What that model does is it's going to allow you to swing. It's used in a series of calf pens. If you have your one mainframe gate and then the next mainframe gate going down the line, you're able to use that model to mount the next gate while latching the previous gate all on one steel plate, reducing bolting 5 different things on one piece of wood, making sure that it's going to stay as strong as possible for you. We've talked about all the mounting and all the calf pens as far as the gates, but one thing I haven't mentioned is the depth or length. We always call it depth here because it's going to be determined on how long of a piece of polyboard we're going to be giving you. FarmTech utilizes a 1/4 inch thick, 43-inch tall, corrugated, solid piece of high-density polyethylene. This polyboard is strong and easily sanitized, so it's reducing the possibility of transferring disease from one calf to the next as you're changing pens. Once you decide on the depth of your calf pens, we can provide the appropriate board. An important thing to note is the length of the polyboard will be approximately 1 foot longer than the pen depth. That way it can stick out through the gate, again preventing calves from having direct contact and spreading disease. For pens that are 8 feet and longer, we recommend using a stiffening bar to make sure that the panels stay arrow straight. An extra feature that many customers use is to pull the divider panels out and make a small transition pen for newly weaned calves before moving them into a larger, more competitive group. For divider mounting, we have quite a different array of customizable options, but when we do traditionally mount them, we're going to be using our 36-inch wall channel. With those, utilizing our 43-inch high corrugated polyboard. We use the 36-inch wall channel with a linch pin. This makes the panel removal a lot easier than if you were just going to have it bolted in. What happens is that there's going to be a hole drilled in the top of the polyboard, and this is up against the back wall. You slide the panel in with the linch pin. When it's time to remove the board, you pull the linch pin out, you pull the board right out. Another common application is mounting the divider panels to our clear-span structures. We're able to use a similar wall channel that can either be bolted or welded in place, depending on your preference, and you can use the same method with a linch pin. Ask one of your knowledgeable dairy specialists about customizable back wall options as well. FarmTech is your one-stop shop for your calf raising facilities. Features included with our calf gates are a headlock for each of the individual pens, as well as the correspondingly sized bucket holders. Extra accessories available to customize your calf pens are nipple bottle holders, bucket retainers, bedding retaining strips, and hay racks. FarmTech is also available to provide pails, ventilation systems, and full facilities for your calves after weaning. Please contact, again, your knowledgeable dairy specialist today for more information. So So why choose FarmTech? FarmTech can provide custom Cascade solutions based on your specific needs. Here at FarmTech, we pride ourselves on being reliable and an American-owned company with more than 30 years' experience in the agricultural industry. Our company is your one-stop shop for all your agricultural, horticultural, and building needs. Our national account managers are more than happy to guide you through our products and share their recommendations based on their knowledge and experience. FarmTech also provides multiple ways to pay with our flexible financing solutions on all of our CAF facilities or any of our equipment that we provide. We provide fast and easy processing and want you to keep your cash flow and other lines of credit available. We offer interest-free plans, terms up to 7 years, with rates as low as 4.99% and offer as little as 10% down depending on credit approval. The next steps. This concludes our presentation portion of our webinar today. We'll be having our question and answer portion in just a few minutes. If you have any questions or need more information, please contact me directly at 800-327-6835, extension 202. And thank you again for attending, and hold on for our question and answer portion. Thank you again for attending our webinar. I've got a few question and answers that we've seen through from some of our participants. One question here was, what is the lead time for ordering a custom Cascade system? It's going to depend on the time of year. We manufacture these gates are manufactured to order when you place them. Traditionally, it's 2 to 3 weeks for lead time, but during the busy season, sometimes it can be pushed out to about a month. Another question I have here are the gates made with square or round tubing? Our Cascades and the main frames are made with square steel tubing, and the gate nubs that would lock into place are round tubing. What is the gauge of the steel used in the Cascades? It's 14 gauge triple galvanized steel. It's the same steel that we use in our building structures, where it's galvanized on the inside and outside to make sure that it lasts as long as possible. Question here is, are these systems easy to add on to an existing system? Absolutely. If you already have the FarmTech Cascade systems that we have, you can just continue adding on, or we can change it up, whatever you need. Ask one of us if you've already got an existing system, and we can go from there and getting you all the appropriate equipment. Another one here is, are your Cascades compatible with other manufacturers? Unfortunately, no. These are custom-made, designed by our specific manufacturer that we work with. They are unlike anyone else's in the market, as a lot of other places have pods or something like that that will connect together. These, unfortunately, will not lock in. We have a question here is, how tall are the gates? The individual gates are 38 inches high, so the smaller gates, the 10 gate, and then the main frames are 48 inches high. And again, some of that can be customized if you are looking for something that's a little bit larger or a little bit smaller. And can I purchase just the individual gate instead of the whole framing? Yes, we have single gate options available. We call them mini gates, but they are a small 4-foot wide calf pen, and they have all the same features as the larger models, but they're just a single unit instead. Let's see, anybody else? What information do you need from us to help decide what sizes we would need? If you have existing posts, we would need to know the dimensions between the posts to make sure that we're getting the right sizes to go from post to post. Also, the thickness or the size of that post would be important. Anything as far as what size calf pens you're looking to do, that helps us out with making sure we get you the right number of poly boards and all the divider panels and pieces. And also how deep you're looking to have your calf pens set up at. Another important dimension might be is if there's any other, if you're trying to make aisleways, what size aisles you're looking for, and how far you have to have these gates swing. An important thing to note on the large calf pen systems is that if you are trying to swing a 12-foot gate, mainframe gate, out of the way, you need about 13 feet of aisle space to completely get it cleared out of the way before it's hitting anything else. Otherwise, you would have to do some very decent driving with a loader that if you're trying to get in there with. got any other questions we've got here? Do you have to move the whole mainframe gate to get calves out of their pens? No. Each pen has an individual gate with hinges and latches, so you can get into each pen for each individual calf without disturbing anybody else next to each other. Is there a minimum order size? No, there is no minimum order sizes. If you wanted just one gate, we could get that set out for you and go from there. Trying to see if there's any other. Are there any other questions from everyone here? I guess there's not any other questions, but if you do come up with any after the presentation is done, you can contact me directly. Again, my name is Kathy Benoit, and my number here is 800-327-6835, extension 202, or feel free to email me at kbenoit@farmtech.com. And thank you again for attending, and hope to hear from you soon.